Jamal and Kim's Inner Circle Health Tribe, episode 35.
It's time to reverse the imbalances in your life as you take the first step on your own journey towards personal change. Welcome to Jamal and Kim's Inner Circle Health Tribe, educating, empowering, and inspiring individuals to live healthier. Now here are your hosts and your guides to natural living, Jamal and Kim.
Hi, Kim and Jamal here, and welcome to another episode of Jamal and Kim's Inner Circle Health Tribe podcast. This is episode 34, and we are so excited to dive into today's topic. It's just going to be Jamal and myself, I should say, on the mic today. But we are super excited to share a message that we are inspired to share with our audience, you, today. And I'm Kim, and I'm joined with Jamal.
Greetings, everyone.
And today's,
peace and blessings.
Yes. And today's topic, we are going to be diving into the stages of healing. You know, if you're listening to this podcast, if you've ever gone through any health adversity, if you're not feeling your best, you know, you want to be healthier. You read books, you look at YouTube videos, you talk to people about all these different cleanses and all these things that are available out there. But there's a true and proven formula that if you follow this path, it will lead you to achieving your best state of health, optimum health. And we're calling this series is because it's going to be a multi-part series. It's called The Stages of Healing. And in this episode today, we are going to dive into the area of detoxification. You know, many people have heard of it. There's so many different detoxification programs on the market. And a lot of times you get overwhelmed, or you call something a detox and it really isn't a detox, or maybe it's not even the right detox for you. So in this episode today, we're going to dive into the healing vehicle known as detoxification.
Yeah, I look forward to this discussion because we look at a lot of people's approach to being natural. And a lot of times they're taking kind of a Western medicine approach to being natural. And we just want to just shine a little light on that area because the approach that you take is very important to your healing. Because when we look at the body from a holistic perspective, the reason why we experience different health challenges, there's always an underlying reason why we experience these challenges. And a lot of times when we take a medical approach, we're looking at pretty much the body's communication as the problem itself. For example, if you have a headache, your headache is really your body's way of communicating with you to let you know that something is wrong with the body. It's communication.
Right.
So if we made a comparison to a car and your body, a headache would be equivalent to your check engine light coming on. So your check engine light comes on, and we treat the check engine light like the signal that comes on is the actual problem, and just to reset the button so that it turns off, but not to address the engine is equivalent to what we do when we have a headache and we just pop a Tylenol or an Advil just to make the headache go away.
Right. Or
you're in your car and you just kind of put a piece of paper up over your check engine light and you can no longer see it. So a lot of times we're just turning off our check engine light. So we take medication, and whether it's over the counter or prescribed, and we turn off the check engine light, but we never look at what's going on inside of the body. So the light is off or the headache goes away, but the problem is still there. And what I notice is that people do the same thing when they want to take a natural approach. If they have a headache, they'll just look for herbs for the headache. But when we're looking at the body holistically, everything works together. There's no part that works without the other, and the body is communicating with each other. It's communicating with you to let you know what's going on, and you have to treat the entire body. You can't just treat one thing.
Right.
If you're going to be holistic. And there's a lot of people out there that they try to take a more natural approach, but it's just not effective for them. You get some people where it's extremely effective, and then you have some where it's not effective. And if you're one of those people, the reason why is because when it comes to your health, you really can't take a cookie cutter approach. You really have to systematically go about this, which leads us to the topic today. A lot of times when people want to, heal themselves, or they want to go through the stages of just feeling better and optimizing their health, people will go get vitamins and, maybe pick up a couple of herbs, and they begin trying to eat better.
Or some type of tea.
Some type of tea and things like that. And they get some, decent results, and then, it stops working, or they go backwards and it doesn't really work for them. And it's important to understand the stages of healing and the stages of your health. So we definitely want to spend some time talking about part one of that. And then every time we do a show together, we'll address an additional stage of that so that we can help you on your journey, because we know a lot of people out there, they want to get it right. They want to do the right thing, but they just don't know what to do. We find that people really don't know the right thing to do when it comes to going about getting healthy. That's why we try to have people on the show to guide you and to help you with your eating and just all aspects of healthy living.
Yeah, definitely. So in part one of this ongoing series, we're going to dive in and focus on detoxification because it's like the foundation, or one of the most crucial pieces to achieving optimum health and reversing any imbalances that you may be facing. A lot of people, when they want to improve their health, they want to feel better, they want to lose weight, they want to reverse an imbalance that they're currently experiencing. A lot of times people jump over this first part of detoxification and go straight into eating healthier. And that is an important part of living a healthier lifestyle. But the first step is detoxification, because if your body is inundated with toxins and harmful substances and additives and all these things that has accumulated over time, you certainly don't want to build on top of it. You need a solid foundation in your body. And that's what detoxification provides. It allows your body to release those things that are hindering, holding itself back, not allowing it to operate at its optimum. And if you do not detoxify in the beginning, a lot of times it's hard to break addictions. It's hard to break certain cravings that you have for certain types of foods. It's just a foundation of overall health and well-being. And a lot of times people kind of step over this piece, or maybe not detoxify enough.
Yeah.
They may do a small detox, which, detoxing at any level is better than no detoxing. But a lot of times people don't do enough, or they don't know the areas that they need to focus on in terms of a detoxification, I should say. So in this first part, we're going to hone in on why that is so important and so crucial to your overall health and well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to refer to detoxification as internal hygiene.
Right.
We get it with the external hygiene. We take showers every day. We brush our teeth. We wash our hair. Like, we get it. Most people are on it when it comes to their external hygiene. But for their internal hygiene, based on our experience, people aren't really doing anything. We have clients that will go, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years without doing anything.
Their entire life.
Yeah, their entire life without doing anything to detoxify their body. So imagine this. Imagine if you went 1 year, not 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Imagine if you went 1 year without taking a shower or doing any type of external hygienic measures. It wouldn't be pleasant. You wouldn't be a pleasant person to be around if you did nothing externally, right? And everyone would agree that the inside is more important than the outside, but we do more for the outside. So imagine what's going on inside of your body when you don't do anything to internally cleanse itself. Now, your body does have the ability to, kind of clean itself on a regular basis. Like the liver, for example, that is one of your body's filters. So it's going to filter toxins from your body. But don't you have a filter on your car? So you have, different types of filters, and those filters, those filters need to be cleansed. So, you have to assist your body with the detoxification process. We live in a very toxic environment. So, the air, unfortunately, depending on where you live, the air that you breathe can be toxic, on your job, just being indoors, and, certain chemicals that you expose yourself to at work and at home. And
also just the type of diet that people are eating.
Right.
There's no way that you're allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, just the type of diet. So you're constantly putting your toxins into your body and being exposed to toxins. And what you get is toxicity buildup. The toxicity begins to build up in your body, and your body becomes sluggish, and it doesn't work the way that it used to. Our bodies begin to get congested and they slow down. And as we get older and our bodies slow down, what's the first thing that everyone says when their body isn't working the way that it used to?
I'm getting older.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting older. My body isn't working the way that it used to, but has more to do with how we've been taught to take care of ourselves, as opposed to, our bodies just, getting old on us. And the whole thing is, sluggishness and things like that is really just the beginning. Right. Because if you continue to neglect your body and let these toxins build up, eventually it leads to dis-ease and different illnesses and sickness.
Right.
When the body is very toxic. So this detoxification piece, to me, it's one of the most important pieces of the puzzle that's missing. We need to practice better internal hygiene.
Right.
So with that being said, detoxification is beginning to become more popular.
Yeah, definitely.
More people are looking to cleanse. We're getting definitely more calls of people that want to detoxify their bodies, because they're just not feeling right. And obviously we don't want to work from that sense where I'm not feeling right, I have to do something. You want to always cleanse ahead of time before that happens. But more and more people are starting to cleanse. There's so many different types of, detoxes that are coming out as far as like trends. I was looking, I was at the store earlier today, and I was looking at Dr. Oz's magazine, and on the cover of it, it was called the thyroid detox. So in this article, Dr. Oz was telling you how to detoxify your thyroid, which is interesting. It's very interesting, that he was targeting the thyroid, because a lot of times people think that like when we detox, it's just this one word, detoxify.
Right.
And you do one thing and
it's for everything.
And it's for everything,
Right.
but it definitely doesn't work like that. You do have full body cleanses, but you also have targeted cleanses. So a full body cleanse would be when you're cleansing your entire body at the same time. And a targeted cleanse would be when you target a very specific area. So in the detox that Dr. Oz was talking about, Dr. Oz was talking about detoxifying your thyroid very specifically. So you can do a cleanse for your intestines, you can do a cleanse for your blood, you can do a cleanse for your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your pancreas, your spleen. Like you can do a cleanse and target it for many different areas of your body.
Right.
Everyone's target area is going to be different, which is why sometimes you may do a cleanse and it does nothing for you, especially if you just went and got it over the counter, because you may need to do a liver cleanse, but meanwhile you're doing a kidney cleanse. And although, the kidneys can use some cleansing, if that is a particular area of, higher levels of toxicity, that's the area that you need to focus on.
Right.
So the type of cleanse that you're doing is very important as well. But bigger than that, just internal hygiene and really practicing good cleaning methods is really the important thing. And it's the foundation of cleansing.
Definitely. And we always mention to our clients and anyone that we talk to in terms of detoxification that every detox isn't for everyone. And certain people are at certain levels of their health where someone who maybe is severely ill or has a lot of imbalances, they're going to need some supervision if they're new to detoxing, because sometimes detoxing gets such a bad rap, or it's reckless, and people doing water fast and all these things, and all these things are beneficial if they're done the right way.
Right.
So if you've never detoxed before, if you have some concerns about whether you should or you can detox, it's best to align yourself with a health professional that can assist you and guide you into the right detox that's right for you, because we have people who come into our center at Life, Strength, and Health, and some people can do a very thorough cleanse, and where someone's at, they have to do like a 30-day basic cleanse. Some people can fast. Some people are not able to. It's not smart to. So it's best to get counsel and supervision from a health practitioner when you're first starting out, if you are not familiar with detoxing, to find out the type of detoxing you need to do and what's right for you at this stage of your health journey.
You made a really good point right there. It's very important to understand that every cleanse isn't for everyone,
right.
And there are certain contraindications of why you may not need to do certain cleanses, or why you may not need to cleanse at all.
Right.
If you're on very heavy medication, then to begin to detoxify your body, that could be harmful, depending on what type of cleanse you're having, because if you're releasing all of these drugs back into the system, you can actually have, kind of a overdose like reaction if you cleanse too deeply. Or sometimes, because you're on so much medication, your liver may already be weak, and to, cause your body to cleanse and put the liver into, overdrive, it could, just be harmful for the body.
Right.
Sometimes before we can, allow a client to detoxify, we actually have to strengthen their bodies first.
Right.
So for maybe a month or more, we'll just have them, doing things to build up and strengthen the body before they can even begin to detoxify. So you want to be very cautious if you have some serious health challenges, if you're going to go down the and start to detoxify, and just try to get a little assistance, try to work with a health practitioner, or just make sure you do your research. And I think that if you're going to detoxify on your own, the best place to begin is your colon, your colon, and your intestines in general. Like, that's the first place that you want to begin, because all of the different systems and organs of your body, they're pretty much dumping waste into your colon. Like, that is your body's main kind of sewage system, in a sense, where it's releasing a lot of the bulk of the toxins in your body. So you want to make sure that area is clean. You want to make sure that your sewage system is cleansed, so that it can actually handle the waste that's going to be dumped into the sewage system.
Right.
Imagine if your sewage system is backed up, your sewage system is completely backed up, and then you have all of this waste that you're trying to dump into a backed up system. Like, what's going to happen? It's just going to, have, backflow, and you're going to, just have toxicity build up in the body, and it's just going to be a toxic, ugly situation.
Right. And a big mistake or a challenge that a lot of people face when they're detoxing is not allowing the colon to be flushed during any type of detox.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times people experience just really uncomfortable detox symptoms, and it kind of scares them away from cleansing even more, because their experience was just so bad, whether they were nauseous, they just felt horrible. So we always educate our clients on the importance of having, your colon working, having bowel movements, flushing your colon during any type of cleanse that you're doing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's really key. That's why we put it first. If you're going to do something on your own, you want to make sure that you're starting with some type of intestinal cleanse. And even when you're doing other types of cleanses, you want to make sure that there's some type of intestinal cleansing element to this.
Right.
Because, that can be the determination of, just a nice, smooth detox or a very rough one. And a lot of times when people take herbs and they don't feel the greatest, they have what we call detox symptoms.
Yes.
They blame the herbs. They blame the herbs and say the herbs got them sick, when it's really not the herbs. It's just that their body couldn't properly detoxify because one of the channels were just clogged. You know,
Right.
their intestines was clogged and they just couldn't eliminate properly. And then another key point to detoxification is water.
Right.
Water is a huge detoxifier. If you're not going to drink tons of water, don't bother, because you will definitely experience a challenging detoxification process if you're not drinking water. Water carries waste from the body, you know,
Right.
through your urine. It pushes your bowels along and through your skin. So you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water on this detoxification journey.
Right.
And another thing that I think is really very important is to understand that when you begin your detoxification process for the first time, you're not going to do a 7-day cleanse, a 14-day cleanse, even a 21-day cleanse. You're not going to do those type of cleanses and walk away thinking that you've just detoxified 25 years of toxicity
Right.
from your body.
Right.
Like it's just not happening. It takes time to detoxify your body. And, you know, in the holistic health field, a good rule of thumb is for every year that you've spent kind of, you know, not living the most healthiest is going to take a month of detoxification. So if it's been, you know, 12 years of, you know, you living more of a kind of unhealthy, toxic lifestyle, then you should expect to dedicate a full year of detoxifying your body.
And what I think people should understand that it's like a living journey,
Right.
in terms of detoxing. Like in the beginning stages, when you need to address certain imbalances, you know, you have like a roadmap, as Jamal was saying, where you address certain it's like layers. You start with this layer and you just keep peeling back and you peel back. But when you get to a point where you are happy with your health, it's not that you stop detoxing for the rest of your life. It's just that the detoxes that you do are not as
Pun intended.
Right. They're not as intense. They won't be as painful, or not painful, but they won't be as uncomfortable. And you understand your body more and you'll start to listen to it. So we always suggest doing seasonal cleanses. During the change of the seasons, you need to adjust with the seasons and the energies of the earth. So I just wanted to put that out there. So when you first start out, it may be intense. It may be like a thorough process. Like Jamal was saying, it could be a whole year that you have to put into your health. But when you get to the end of that journey, you'll feel amazing. And then, you know, life happens. Sometimes, you know, you're busy or you don't eat the way you should, or certain things fall out of alignment or out of balance, and you have to do a cleanse to get yourself back on track. But it won't be as intense as when you first started. That is if you kind of, you know, as we get further on in this series, after you detox, you start to live a certain way. If you don't fall off the wagon too far, when you do have your detoxing seasons, they won't be as intense.
Yeah, it's important to understand that your body is going to detoxify if you get out of the way.
Right.
As long as you begin removing certain things that normally clog the body automatically, and you give the body the tools that it needs, it's automatically going to begin to cleanse itself. We use herbs to support the cleanse. We use herbs to, you know, help strengthen and tone while we're cleansing, and also just to, you know, speed the process up a bit. Mm-hmm. But like, for example, if you know, consume a lot of sugar products, a lot of processed sugar, and you stop consuming processed sugar, your body is going to begin to, you know, detoxify of, you know, the toxicity from the sugar, or automatically. And you're drinking a lot of water, it's going to begin to detoxify. So when Kim and I say, you know, you need to spend a full year of cleansing, what we're really saying is you need to, you know, refrain from putting toxicity and doing, you know, intentional things to clog and congest your body and allow your body to continue to cleanse. Some phases may be herbal, some phases may be fasting, some phases may just mean clean eating and drinking a lot of water, depending on what phase you're in. But it's just important to know that when you begin your detoxification journey and you've never cleansed before, it's been a long time, you're just going to have to put some targeted, consistent work into detoxifying your body.
Right.
I think that that's very important. And the last thing that I want to, just kind of leave you with as far as cleansing and the importance of cleansing, when you begin to detoxify your body and your body starts to go through detoxification, you look in the mirror and you stick your tongue out, you'll have a, kind of a white coat over your tongue. And that's pretty much a reflection of the toxicity that's going on in your body. Your tongue can tell a lot. Your tongue will reveal what's going on in your body.
Right.
And externally, your body will reveal what's going on inside. So a lot of times when we have, breakouts in our skin and things like that, it's because of internal toxicity. And we want to put cream on to, make it go away, but we're still not addressing what's going on internally. So
right.
When your tongue what you will notice is as you cleanse, your tongue will begin to clear up. And when the tongue is perfectly clear and clean, then you know that you're at the end of your detox. But while you're detoxing, you'll get this kind of white film over your tongue, and it lets you know that you still have work to do. And there's other measures to be able to tell as well. Your skin will improve, and you'll look better and feel better. So these are just the beginning stages of detoxification, and we just wanted to bring it to your attention. The next stage. I do want to dive into maybe different types of cleanses,
right.
different types of detoxes that you can do, and some tools that you can use to detoxify your body, because I think it's important to understand all of the different types of cleanses, or a lot of the popular ones that are out there, so you can decide if you do this on your own, which is the best one for you to do.
Yeah, that'll be great, just to give you a roadmap and some clarity on just the process of detoxification. So this is the conclusion of this first part of the Stages of Healing series. For the show notes of this episode, just go to jkhealthtribe.com/35, and you can access those show notes from this episode. And before I go, just to let you know that we teamed up with Audible Books. So just go to jkhealthtribe.com/books. That's jkhealthtribe.com/books. And you can download one free Audible book and try their service free for 30 days. If you do not like the service, you can cancel it and keep your free Audible book. So why not download a great book on detoxification today? So until next time, live healthier.
Stay healthy, everyone. Peace and blessings.
We hope you enjoyed your time with Jamal and Kim's Inner Circle Health Tribe. To keep you on your path towards a happy, healthier lifestyle, we encourage you to visit jkhealthtribe.com for a free copy of the 8 effective ways to lose weight and keep it off, as well as more content to help you find your health balance. Thanks again, and we look forward to educating, empowering, and inspiring you to live healthier.